everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Falcons going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Falcons grab it. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Prescott on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. On third down. That's Austin. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
It's already second and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more.
Here we go now. Boom, landing.
From the gun, McMahon. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they try the right side here. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to throw. McMahon. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Play action. McMahon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Prescott from the gun. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. To throw on third down, McMahon. And he fires one, but incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Austin. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A give to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd down, Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Vic Beasley able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott steps away to his left, and he is knocked down from the side. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team, helps them start their comeback.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Coney Ely. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
the play fake. McMahon. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now. 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on third and long. McMahon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A second down throw for Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In motion right is Jones. Off play action. McMahon on the move to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it's pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Prescott now. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him.
And that makes it 14-10. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Third down. McMahon. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Off the play fake. McMahon. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. The give is to Elliott. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On second down, Elliott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Off-play action. McMahon under pressure again, and down he goes again. David Irving in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go. Back to Philly. Here we go. Gone. Leopard.
Off the play fake. McMahon. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big gain of 31 on third down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Back to throw. McMahon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Play action. McMahon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So that one will be accepted. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Elliott running right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Deion Jones in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. For left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Elliott. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is through. It is good. Dan Bailey, the hero as time expires. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
you.